A2 Physics, Paper Code 9702, Paper 4, topic is motion in a circle and gravitational field. And today we are going to solve the questions from the year 2019. Now the first question, it is from February-March 19. This question I have already solved and it is uploaded. I will share the link in the description. So for the explanation of this question, please watch that video. Move to next question. It is from paper 4 variant 1 of May-June 19. Part A. 2-point masses are isolated in space and are separated by a distance x. State an expression relating the gravitational force F between the two masses to the magnitude capital M and small m of the masses. State the name of any other symbol used. Newton's law of gravitation is given as force is directly proportional to product of their masses and it is inversely proportional to square of the separation between them. And mathematically we can write F is equal to G m1 m2 over r square, where this G, capital G, is called universal gravitational constant. M1 and M2 are for 2-point masses and R is the separation between them. Since here for M1 and M2 for masses we have considered capital M and small m, so in place of M1 and M2 we can write capital M and small m, and in place of R we can write distance x. So mathematically the expression will become F is equal to capital G capital M small m over x square. Now this capital G, it is constant of proportionality and it is called universal gravitational constant. Part B. A spacecraft is to be put into a circular orbit about a spherical planet. The planet may be considered to be isolated in space. The mass of the planet assumed to be concentrated at its center is 7.5 into 10 power 23 kilogram. The radius of the planet is 3.4 into 10 power 6 meter. Number 1. The spacecraft is to orbit the planet at a height of 2.4 into 10 power 5 meter above the surface of the planet. At this altitude there is no atmosphere. Show that the speed of the spacecraft in its orbit is 3.7 into 10 power 3 meters per second. Let us suppose it is planet and it is our spacecraft. This spacecraft is moving around the planet. Since a spacecraft is moving around the planet, it means in between spacecraft and planet there is a force of attraction. This force of attraction is called gravitational force of attraction and it is given as capital G capital M small m over r square. Where this capital G is for universal gravitational constant, this capital M, in our case it is mass of the planet, this small m is mass of spacecraft and this r is the distance between them. This r is the distance in between the spacecraft and the center of the planet. And second thing, this spacecraft is moving around the planet, means this spacecraft is moving in a circle, and when an object is moving in a circle, it is supposed to be acted upon by a force that is directed toward the center of the circle and it is called centripetal force. So here we can say we have gravitational force and also we have centripetal force and both the forces are equal. So we can write here gravitational force is equal to centripetal force. Now mathematically centripetal force is given as mv square over r, where this m is mass of spacecraft, this v is speed of the spacecraft and this r is the separation between the spacecraft and the center of the planet. Now here this small m on the left hand side and on the right hand side it will be cancelled out and we will get capital G capital M over r square is equal to v square over r. Here we have to find out the value of speed. So here this v we have to make our subject. By making v square our subject we will get v square is equal to capital G capital M over r. Here we have to find out the value of speed. We have to find out value of v. So here we have to take square root of v square. So we will take square root on both the sides, and by taking square root on both the sides, we will get V is equal to under root capital G capital M over R. This capital G is universal gravitational constant and its value is 6.67 into 10 power negative 11. This capital M, mass of the planet, it is given 7.5 into 10 power 23 kilogram. Now this R is the distance from the center of the planet to the spacecraft. Now radius of the planet is given 3.4 into 10 power 6 meters, and the distance from the surface of the planet to the spacecraft is 2.4 into 10 power 5 meters. So the total distance from the spacecraft to the center of the planet will be sum of these two distances. So the total distance, total value of R will be 3.4 into 10 power 6 plus 2.4 into 10 power 5. And by solving this one, we will get the answer 3.7 into 10 power 3 meters per second. Now next part 2. One possible path of the spacecraft as it approaches the planet is shown in figure 1.1. It is the planet, it is a spacecraft. A spacecraft is moving from point B to point A. The spacecraft enters the orbit at point A with speed 3.7 into 10 power 3 meters per second. At point B, a distance of 5 into 10 power 7 meters from the center of the planet, the spacecraft has a speed of 4.1 into 10 power 3 meters per second. The mass of the spacecraft is 650 kg. For the spacecraft moving from point B to point A, show that the change in gravitational potential energy of the spacecraft is 8.3 into 10 power 9 joules. Here we have to find out the change in gravitational potential energy of the spacecraft. To find out the change in gravitational potential energy of the spacecraft, first we have to calculate the gravitational potential energy at point B and also at point A, and the difference of these two energies we have to calculate. Now gravitational potential energy is given as minus capital G capital M small m over x, where this G is for universal gravitational constant, this capital M mass of the planet, this small m mass of a spacecraft, and this x is the distance from the center of the planet to the spacecraft. Now here first we will calculate gravitational potential energy at point A. To find out gravitational potential energy at point A, value of G, it is 6.67 into 10 power negative 11. Capital M, mass of the planet. Mass of the planet is given here, it is 7.5 into 10 power 23 kilogram. Small m is mass of the spacecraft. This small m mass of spacecraft, it is given 650 kilogram. Now this x is the distance from the center of the planet to the spacecraft when it is at point A. When the spacecraft is at point A, the distance from the spacecraft to the center of the planet, it is given 3.64 into 10 power 6 meters. So here value of x is 3.64 into 10 power 6 meter, and by solving this one we will get the answer, we will get the value. Gravitational potential energy at point A, it is minus 8.9 into 10 power 9 joules. In the same manner, we will calculate gravitational potential energy at point B. Same formula we will use, minus capital G capital M small m over x. Value of G 6.67 into 10 power negative 11. Value of capital M, it is 7.5 into 10 power 23. Value of small m, it is 650. Now value of x, value of the distance of the spacecraft from the center of the planet is 5 into 10 power 7 meters. The distance from the spacecraft to the center of the planet, it is 5 into 10 power 7 meters. So in place of x, we have taken 5 into 10 power 7 meters, and by solving this one, we will get the answer minus 6.5 into 10 power 8 joules. Here we have to find out the change in gravitational potential energy. So change in gravitational potential energy will be the difference of these two energies. So here we have to subtract the gravitational potential energy at point B from the gravitational potential energy at point A. And by solving this one, we will get the answer 8.3 into 10 power 9 joules. So change in gravitational potential energy is 8.3 into 10 power 9 joules. Here the negative sign shows that when the spacecraft is moving from point B to point A, its gravitational potential energy is decreasing. Okay, next part, part C, by considering changes in gravitational potential energy and in kinetic energy of the spacecraft determine whether the total energy of the spacecraft increases or decreases in moving from point B to point A. A numerical answer is not required. Total energy is given as sum of gravitational potential energy and kinetic energy. Here we have observed that gravitational potential energy is decreasing. Now what about the kinetic energy? Kinetic energy is given as half mv square, where this v for velocity. Now here we are looking when the spacecraft is at point B, its speed is 4.1 into 10 power 3 meters per second. And when the spacecraft is at point A, its speed is 3.7 into 10 power 3 meters per second. Means here speed is decreasing. So here we can say with the decrease in speed, its kinetic energy will also be decreased. So kinetic energy at point B will be more and kinetic energy at point A will be less. And when the spacecraft is moving from point B to point A, its kinetic energy is decreasing. So here both gravitational potential energy and kinetic energy is decreasing. So total energy of the spacecraft will be decreasing. So same thing is given here. Gravitational potential energy at point A is less than gravitational potential energy at point B. Second thing, at point A, speed of the spacecraft is 3.7 into 10 power 3 meter per second is less than the speed of the spacecraft at point B, that is 4.1 into 10 power 3 meters per second. So kinetic energy is also less at point A than at point B. And total energy is given as kinetic energy plus gravitational potential energy, and both the energies are decreasing, so total energy of the spacecraft decreases. Next question, it is from paper 4 variant 2 of May June 19. Part A, 2-point masses are separated by a distance x in a vacuum. State an expression for the force F between the two masses capital M and small m. State the name of any other symbol used. Mathematically, Newton's law of gravitation is given as F is equal to G m1 m2 over r square, where m1 and m2 are 2-point masses and r is the separation between them. Here masses are taken capital M and small m, so we can write here F is equal to capital G capital M small m over x square, because here for distance we have taken x, so it will be F is equal to capital G capital M small m over x square, where capital G is constant of proportionality and it is called universal gravitational constant. Part B, a small sphere S is attached to one end of a rod as shown in figure 1.1. It is sphere S, it is attached to this rod. Okay, it is thread, it is suspended from this point, and the distance from this point of suspension to the sphere, it is 8 centimeter. The rod hangs from a vertical thread and is horizontal. The distance from the center of sphere S to the thread is 8 centimeter. A large sphere L is placed near to the sphere S as shown in figure 1.2. It is a large sphere. It is kept in close to this small sphere. Okay. There is a force of attraction between sphere S and L causing sphere S to move through a distance of 1.2 millimeter. The line joining the centers of S and L is normal to the rod. Show that the angle theta through which the rod rotates is 1.5 into 10 power minus 2 radian. In the topic of circular motion, we have studied a relation theta is equal to S over R, where this theta is angle in radian, this S is arc length, and this R is radius of the circle. Now same relation, same mathematical expression we are going to use here, theta is equal to S over R. Now here value of S is 1.2 millimeter. Here it is given this sphere S rotates at a distance of 1.2 millimeter. So here value of S, value of arc length is 1.2 millimeter. In meters, we can write here 1.2 into 10 power minus 3 meter. Because to convert it in meter, we have to divide this 1.2 by 1000, and when we will divide this one by 1000, we will get 1.2 into 10 power minus 3 meters. Now value of R, it is our fixed point. So value of R will be this distance. It is 8 centimeter, and in meters it will be equal to 8 multiplied by 10 power minus 2 meters. So here value of S is 1.2 into 10 power minus 3 and value of R is 8 into 10 power minus 2. And by solving this one, we will get the answer 1.5 into 10 power minus 2 radian. Next part, the rotation of the rod causes the thread to twist. The torque T in Newton meter required to twist the thread through an angle beta in radian is given by T is equal to or tau is equal to 9.3 into 10 power minus 10 into beta. Calculate the torque in the thread when sphere L is positioned as shown in figure 1.2. Here we have to find out the value of torque. Now torque is given here 9.3 into 10 power minus 10 multiplied by beta, where this beta is for angle, and angle we have calculated in the previous part, it is 1.5 into 10 power minus 2 radian. So value of torque will be equal to 9.3 into 10 power minus 10 multiplied by angle beta, that is given here 1.5 into 10 power minus 2. So we will get the answer torque is equal to 1.4 into 10 power minus 11 Newton meters. Now next part C. The distance between the centers of sphere S and L is 6 cm. The mass of sphere S is 7.5 gram and mass of sphere L is 1.3 kg. By equating the torque in B2 to the moment about the thread produced by gravitational attraction between the spheres, calculate the value of gravitational constant. Here we have to find out the value of gravitational constant, means here we have to find out value of capital G. Newton's law of gravitation is given as F is equal to capital G m1 m2 over r square. From this expression we can calculate the value of capital G, that will be equal to Fr square over m1 m2. Now here to find out the value of this capital G, we should have value of F, R, m1 and m2. Here we have value of m1 and m2 and also value of R. But we don't have value of force, we don't have value of F. So first we have to calculate force F to find out value of this capital G. Now torque is given as F multiplied by D, where F for force and D for the moment arm. Now here torque we have calculated in the previous part, torque is 1.4 into 10 power negative 11. So here torque is 1.4 into 10 power negative 11. This F we have to find out, and this D is the value of moment R. Now moment R means the vertical distance from the fixed point to the line of action of the force. Now here moment R, it is given here moment arm, it is our fixed point and it is line of action of the force. So here the distance from this fixed point to the line of action of the force, it is 8 centimeter. So here we can say distance r is 8 centimeter. Since moment arm is given in centimeter and here in calculation we have to use the value in meter, that's why we have to multiply this 8 by 10 power minus 2. And by solving this one, we will get the value of force, that is 1.75 into 10 power minus 10 Newton. Now same value 1.75 into 10 power minus 10 we have to substitute here, and by solving we will get the value of capital G. It is 6.4 into 10 power negative 11 Newton meter square per kilogram square. So value of a gravitational constant is 6.4 into 10 power negative 11 Newton meter square per kilogram square. Number 2. Suggest why the total force between the spheres may not be equal to the force calculated using Newton's law of gravitation. For Newton's law of gravitation, there is one limitation, that the point masses should be isolated. If the point masses are not isolated, then the calculated force may be different. So just we can write here, the masses may not be isolated. Now next question, it is from paper 4 variant 3 of May June 19. This question is same as in paper 4 variant 1 of May June 19. This question we have already solved. So move to next question. Next question is from paper 4 variant 1 of October November 19. Part A, state Newton's law of gravitation. Newton's law of gravitation states that force of attraction between 2 point masses is directly proportional to product of their masses and inversely proportional to square of their separation. Part B, a geostationary satellite orbits the Earth. The orbit of the satellite is circular and the period of the orbit is 24 hours. State two other features of the orbit. For a geostationary satellite, the satellite should be above the equator. So the first condition, the satellite is above the equator. And the second condition, the satellite rotates in the same direction as the direction of rotation of Earth. Means the direction of the satellite is from west to east. It should be same as the rotational direction of Earth. So second condition is direction of rotation of the satellite is same as that of Earth rotational direction, means west to east. Number 2, the radius of the orbit of the satellite is 4.23 into 10 power 4 kilometer. Determine a value of the mass of Earth. Explain your working. Here the satellite is moving around the Earth. So here we can say in between the satellite and Earth we have force of attraction, and this force of attraction is called gravitational force of attraction. Second thing, the satellite is moving around the Earth, means it is moving in a circle, so it has centripetal force. So here we can say on satellite we have two forces, one is gravitational force and second is centripetal force, and both the forces are equal. Now gravitational force is given as capital G capital M over R square, where this capital G for gravitational constant, capital M for mass of Earth, small m mass of satellite, and this R is separation between the satellite and center of the Earth. Now centripetal force is given as mr omega square. This omega is for angular velocity. This angular velocity is given as 2 pi over t. So in place of omega we can write 2 pi over t, or we can say centripetal force will be equal to F is equal to mr 2 pi over t whole square. So in place of centripetal force we have taken mr 2 pi over t whole square. Now this small m mass of the satellite is cancelled out and we get G capital M over R square is equal to R 2 pi over T whole square. and here 2 pi over t whole square will be equal to 4 pi square over t square. Now here we have to find out value of mass of Earth. So we have to make m our subject. By making m our subject, we will get 4 pi square r cube over gt square. Now just we have to substitute the numeric values. Here r is the distance from the center of the Earth to satellite, that is 4.23 into 10 power 4 kilometer. But for the calculation we have to use this distance in meter. That's why we have to multiply this one by 10 power 3, and when we will multiply this one by 10 power 3 we will get 4.23 into 10 power 7 meters. So here value of R will be 4.23 into 10 power 7 meters. It is a R cube, so here we have to take cube. So it will become 4.23 into 10 power 7 cube divided by gt square. G is universal gravitational constant and its value is 6.67 into 10 power negative 11. This t is time period. Now time taken by Earth to complete one cycle is 24 hours, and for a geostationary satellite the time period of the satellite is same as that of time period of Earth. So we can say time period of the satellite will be 24 hours. But here time we have to consider in seconds. That's why we have to multiply this 24 by 60, multiply by 60 to convert this one in seconds. Now by solving this one, we will get the answer 6 into 10 power 24 kilogram. So mass of Earth is 6 into 10 power 24 kilogram. Now next question, it is from paper 4 variant 2 of October-November 19. State Newton's law of gravitation. Newton's law of gravitation is stated as the force of attraction between 2 point masses is directly proportional to product of their masses and inversely proportional to square between their separation. Part B. The astronomer Johannes Kepler showed that the period t of rotation of a planet about the Sun is related to its mean distance r from the center of the Sun by the expression r cube over t square is equal to k, where k is a constant. Use Newton's law to show that for planets in circular orbit about the Sun of mass m, the constant k is given by k is equal to gm over 4 pi square, where g is the gravitational constant. Explain your working. In between the planet and the Sun, there is force of attraction that is called gravitational force of attraction. And the planet is moving in a circular path around the Sun. So here we can say we have centripetal force. And these two forces are equal. So we can write gravitational force is equal to centripetal force. Now mathematically, gravitational force is given as capital G, capital M, small m over r square, where this G for gravitational constant, this capital M mass of Sun, small m mass of planet, this r is the distance between the center of the planet to the center of the Sun. Now centripetal force is given as mr omega square, where this m is mass of planet, this r is the separation between the planet and the Sun, this omega is the angular speed of the planet. Now here small m mass of the planet on the both sides, it will be cancelled out and we will get capital G capital M is equal to r cube 2 pi over t whole square. Here this omega it is called angular speed and angular speed is given as 2 pi over t. That's why in place of omega we have taken 2 pi over t. Now by solving this one we will get Gm is equal to r cube 4 pi square over t square. Now here one condition is given, r cube over t square is equal to k. So in this equation capital G capital M is equal to r cube 4 pi square over t square. We will keep r cube over t square on one side and all the other values we will take on the other side. So here by rearranging we will get capital G capital M over 4 pi square is equal to r cube over t square. And here the condition is given r cube over t square is equal to k. So here in place of r cube over t square, we can write k. And we got the same equation, the same expression, that k is equal to capital G capital M over 4 pi square. Here it is k is equal to capital G capital M over 4 pi square. Okay, next part, part C. A satellite is in a circular orbit about Mars. The radius of the orbit of the satellite is 4.38 into 10 power 6 meter. The orbital period is 2.44 r. Use the expression B to calculate the value of mass of Mars. We have to use the equation, the expression in B. In B, we got an expression capital G capital M over 4 pi square is equal to r cube over t square. So same equation we have to use, capital G capital M over 4 pi square is equal to r cube over t square. Here we have to find out value of mass of Mars. So we have to make M our subject. By making M our subject, we will get M is equal to 4 pi square r cube over gt square. Now here just we have to substitute numeric values. Here this r is the distance. Distance is given 4.38 into 10 power 6. This g, universal gravitational constant, its value is 6.67 into 10 power negative 11. This t is orbital period. It is time period. Time period is given 2.44 r. But for the calculation, we have to use this time period in second. That's why we have to multiply this 2.44 by 60 multiplied by 60. Now this time period is in seconds. And by solving this one, we will get the value of mass of Mars, that is 6.45 into 10 power 23 kilogram. Okay, it is end of question. Next question. Next question is from paper 4 variant 3 of October November 19. This question is same as in paper 4 variant 1 of October November 19. This question we have already solved. Now it is end of the question. Okay, we have completed all the questions from paper 4 related to the topic of circular motion and gravitational field from the year 2019.